Hello and welcomes back, this is AnthWolf with even more Dragon Age. We have just assisted the elves in the Alienage of Denerim and are on our way back to see Arl Eamon. Before I did that though, I have completed a few side quests actually in the Alienage. And so I'm going to go turn those in, and I'm still searching for someone who is meant to be around here. To do a quest called Unbound, which I think I got in the Deep Roads. So we're in the Alienage now. We need to go to the Market District to turn in the quests with the Blackstone Irregulars and the Denerim Chantry. But I'm going to do these couple of back streets. It might not serve any purpose. Ooh. Oh yeah, we did the warehouse. But I'm just going to search for this, I forgot what his name is. It begins with V. It's like Vildin. Or some description. Similar to that anyway. I mangle everyone else's names here in Dragon Age. Why not one more? Did we ever explore that dirty hovel? I can't actually remember. Oh yes we did. One of the deserters was hiding in there. I remember now. Oh well, no luck in that one. I still can't believe Severin betrayed me. I still shake my head slightly at that. I should speak to my party more at camp to learn more of their storylines. If I had spoke to my party more, spoke to Severin more at least, maybe that wouldn't have happened, and maybe he actually would have stood with me. Still no joy. One more to check out.
I shall do it.
Say maybe the NPC doesn't actually appear until the Landsmeet's complete. We still have that quaint hovel which we can't open. Oh, wait a minute. But the Unbound quest marker's there. Huh, okay. Maybe I'm in luck. Let's do a save and...
It is begun.
Note acquired from the dead and terrified adventurers have directed you to this unassuming door. This house is marked with the initials VM. There is no answer, though there is clearly a light inside. I'm here to discuss the stories of Graxcan. I am not leaving. After a pause, the door unlocks. Oh, well, that was a bluff. I imagine I should have read the Unbound stories a bit more, but we can actually come in here now.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would force such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker.
Your stories attract them, and then they disappear.
The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gax King!
Yay. Oh, okay. I see now. Oh, okay, he transforms. Let's have a look at this Unbound quest while we're here. An ancient evil. Okay. That's right, Alistair. You tanked the damage, as always. I'll get behind this guy. That might help.
Let's make this quick. You should
Healing, please. Win. Healing, please. Thank you. Maybe. Gax Candy Unbound. A one-handed longsword. Some interesting abilities. And the Elementalist's Grasp. Giving bonuses to all elemental damage. Excellent. So now, let us head to the Market District. We need to go to the Chanter Rosamund and back to the tavern. We can actually speak to the Arls in the tavern while we're there. And just see if we can just discuss what's going to be happening in the Landsmeet, even if we don't have quests for them.
As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Those stung with 100 arrows.
Yes, yes, we've heard this one before.
Our maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
And we can sell our excess items to the guy who sells fine dwarven craft.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarf. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at?
Show me what you have.
Yep.
Excellent.
The irregulars thank you.
Is that all them turned in? It is. Wow, we can actually see an empty space in my list of current quests. I think that's been a while. So, who else can we speak to? We've spoken... Oh, what? Sea God. Hello, Seoric.
Have you heard the news about how?
Everyone in the city has. Ryland must be pleased.
That half-blood is as cold as the mountains. Did they not serve together in the war?
Oh, I can hardly speak ill of the sense or conscience of any man simply for wishing Rendenhow dead. You've met him. The man made vipers seem personable.
Well, I didn't say I was shedding any tears over his passing. He never was any friend of mine.
Interesting. Now, this gentleman, AnthWolf, has supposedly lost 2 of his sons, I believe, or 2 of his children. So yeah, if we can't talk to him, we can.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. You're the youngest Kuzland, aren't you? Probably looking for coin or men to take your Teryns back then. You're better off asking the Darkspawn. They hold West Hills now.
I didn't know West Hills had fallen. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern Ferelden covered by black clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and darkspawn raids going on until even the crows get sick of the smell of carrion. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the important troubles here in Denerim? There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
Yeah, he's quite in a fatalistic mood. I don't kind of blame him. what's that saying goes? No parent should have to bury their child.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts.
So, is there anything else we need to do to prepare for the Landsmeet? I think we've pretty much got Logain by the balls right now. But, you know, we could always turn around and surprise us.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the Alienage. What exactly happened there?
I have proof Logain was involved in slave trading.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Logain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Excellent. We are going to get ambushed on the way to the palace, aren't we? We most definitely are. Let's get this show on the road.
It shall.
Indeed.
Yes.
We'll save because I'm quite sure we're going to get ambushed. It makes sense. We can now go to the Royal Palace, the seat of Ferelden's rulers and the location of the Landsmeet. There was a lag in the loading there. See, any moment now. No, we've actually made it to the Landsmeet chamber. Let's get this show on the road, eh?
It has begun.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Logain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path. Yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Eamon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
The Blight is the threat here, not Orlais.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South has fallen, Logain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Decisions. You allowed Rendon Howe to imprison and torture innocents.
The warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
No? Then why did you send a blood mage to poison Arl Eamon?
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Teryns Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this warden has done with my daughter.
What have I done? I protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
The Landsmeeters are against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your war? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men, and we can settle this honourably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough. Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Option 5. No. I will fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Hey, I've got a twin. And another one. I have Merrick and Duncan's own blades. Let's do this. I could summon a spider, but no. Let us be fair. This is a one-on-one duel. Can I save? Nope. Let's do this thing.
Wonderful!
It has begun.
Wonderful.
Wonderful! Wonderful!
Victory!
This is wonderful.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. The Teryns is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Decisions. I'm a fair person, I believe. How deserved to die for his crimes. I'd like to think that Loghain, though he delved in quite unsavory things, was doing it for the good of the land. This might be a terrible idea, but Redoran has a point. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
We need all the help we can get, Alistair.
Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
I stand by Alistair. He can be the new king.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
He seems resigned. Very well.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
I have a recurring nightmare that sounds just like this. All right. Yes. I guess it's decided then.
Honora, the Landsmeet has decided against you. You must now swear fealty to our king, and relinquish all claim to the throne for yourself and your heirs.
If you think I will swear that oath, Eamon, you know nothing of me.
Nora, be reasonable.
Reason clearly had nothing to do with your choice, Warden.
We cannot leave Ferelden in a state of civil war. We must have unity. If she will not swear fealty to you, Alistair, and renounce her claim to the throne, she is a threat to us all.
What do you want me to do exactly? Kill her? I can't do that. I guess... put her in the tower for now. Lock her up. Maybe we can find somewhere to send her. Later.
Thank you, Alistair. You show me mercy that I would not have shown you.
Very well then. Guards, take her away. Your Highness, would you address the Landsmeet?
Oh, that would be me, right? I never knew him, but from all I've heard of my father, what defined him was his commitment to protecting this land.
Just tell them what to do.
Everyone, get ready to march! It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it! We'd better get going. Ferelden is depending on us.
That could have went a hell of a lot better, I must admit. But, no take-backsies. Yeah. Our whole matchmaking thing between Honora and Alistair didn't go as planned.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
And here I thought you'd be speechless.
Speechless? I'm furious. How could you do this to me? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I knew that Arl Eamon wanted this for me, but I never did. I thought for sure that there would be a way out of it. But then you went and put me on the throne yourself. Why?
Your country needs you, Alistair.
And what I want doesn't factor in anywhere, does it? Funny how it always works out like that. I've just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that. How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I? I'll do my best, of course, and I expect that you'll be there to help me, right?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good. Then it's settled. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. The blight awaits, right?
Wow. He's not as disapproving as I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be rather annoyed at us. But, no. Master Ranger. The Ranger has learned to summon stronger companion animals. Are significantly more powerful in combat than their normal counterparts. I can work with that. Does our Codex tell us about the what we've done so far? Yeah, Anora has been disposed and Alistair has been given the throne. So that's the way the Codex was updated. It was telling us about Anora's role in this story. Oh, in my story at least. What do we have to do now? The final battle! You have gathered your allies. Now it is time to head to Redcliffe where your army assembles. Seems the Darkspawn are also heading there.
It shall be.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
That seems my decision to try and spare Logain was a bad decision. I should have killed him then and there, and perhaps Anora and Alistair could have worked it out. But it wasn't to be. I've chosen my lot, and yeah. Oh, Win, you also leveled up. Very nice. Let's give you a bit more constitution, actually. And you can learn Blizzard. You might as well have a full offensive magic. Dog, have you leveled up? You probably have, yes. Let's give you more strength. Yeah, let us continue. I was thinking of ending this part, but no. Let us actually move on to Redcliffe Village. I'm actually quite curious to see what's going to happen now. We have a battle along the road. Who are we facing? Darkspawn? We are, but we have Dwarven soldiers with us.
It's begun.
Why the ogre was... Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know why the ogre was just standing there, but he was.
Very well.
It's kind of embarrassing when a magic user using only her basic spell attacks actually manages to kill an ogre. Like, everyone's came a long way since the Battle of Ostagar and our first ogre encounter.
Orzammar has heard your call. We march for you, Warden.
I'm glad to hear that.
It has begun.
Actually, I should have went to my party camp first and actually spoke to people.
Very well.
But we'll just keep going. Right, okay. Excellent. Wow. There's lots of Darkspawn, but we don't care about that. We are going to our party camp. The Darkspawn can wait. Before I end this part, we are going to sit down and talk to the people in the camp. Because that seems important. Especially Alistair. And we have things we can turn in for our army. Let's drop a save. Turn in some gems, all the malachites. Crafting materials for the Dalish. Deep mushrooms. And death roots, of course. Let's drop some more. Let's drop 30 more sovereigns in for Arl Eamon's forces. And runes for the circle. No, we won't drop the master runes in. We'll keep them.
Everything brings us closer to victory.
So yes, we have a space missing where Severin used to stand. Hello, Alistair. How are you feeling?
Something on your mind?
I have questions.
Of course.
Oh, no. Never mind. It seems that your conversation list is filled up now. Liliana, how are you doing?
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
We have a bit of music. Well, thank you for that, I suppose. Oh, you've actually changed your standing position. Do you have anything else to say?
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
You've really got to keep up with current events here. I would not have disturbed them, but for the Arl's sake.
I know. It seems almost irreverent to use her as a curative. And it is also a tiny bit morbid. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
Why do you even rever Andraste?
Why shouldn't I? I don't understand.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Then let us move on.
Ogren, we've never spoke to you before, apart from obviously for the primary quest purposes. Do you have anything to say?
Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why.
What's up? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something?
No, not really. Just saying hello.
Aye. Well, hello.
Yeah, a hornet in his eye. I think he was rather touched with Lyanna's singing. Wind, you're like a stern, strict teacher. You always seem to tell me off for some things, and telling me about the power of authority. You really should be speaking to Alistair about this. But instead, you're kind of just sharing the same bedroll. And socks, apparently.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Why do you ask?
You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
I was quite honestly terrified. They're rather horrendous looking.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
But it is this knowledge that drives you to be more cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
Why would you care so much about this anyway?
Because every mage lives with this threat. It is constantly on our minds. Do not trouble yourself, though. This is only an old lady giving voice to her musings.
Fair enough. Do you have anything else for us?
What's on your mind?
Are you feeling better now?
Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better today.
I like making sure all my companions are well. Apart from Zevran, who stabs me in the back.
Well, thank you for your kindness, my dear. It certainly warms these rickety old bones.
Sten, you're just going to give me water-word answers anyway, but we'll discuss things with you.
Yes.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Yeah, apparently not. Shale! I haven't heard your voice for a while, but I know it does not match what I thought you were going to sound like. What do you have to say for me?
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Huh. Shale is a fashionista. Morgan, it has been a long time since we spoke. Since the Circle of Magi, I believe.
What do you wish of me?
I would like to ask you something.
If you must.
None of those seem to fit the bill of what I want to ask you, so never mind. Let's talk to Dog, because we don't want to leave anyone out. Good boy. And so I will leave this part here. Next time we are going back to Redcliffe Village. We're basically just on the outskirts of it. And we will, well, I suppose begin the final battle. I don't know if it will be said final battle or we have to do some preparation first. But we have united all of the races and we still have the circle on our side. That Landsmeet gathering could have went better. We have alienated who was the queen. And Alistair got a bit uppity with us, but it turned out alright. We'll just have to see how good he rules, I suppose. Over time, as Arl Eamon says, I think he will get the hang of it. So, this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all in the future. Bye bye now.